Hello and welcome back to the finishing line. Proudly sponsored by Pastoral, running third in a listed race at Thurles.
Black type, baby. Black type equals not shite.
That doesn't rhyme.
Black type equals not shite.
It would be better if it rhymed.
It does rhyme.
I think the song was better, wasn't it? Black type baby. Doon 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 doon. Black type baby.
How many glasses of wine you have now?
No, I've had
I know we're recording 2 shows and all that.
Hold up, go again, Tom.
It actually is good. Look at it. Yes, Dino. Dino's back, by the way. Christmas and all that.
We will leave that for another day. We're here for Tom's dog.
I thought he was going to get up and start dancing.
In or out.
Go on, give us an MC Hammer shuffle.
We are here for Cheltenham Ante-Post video number 8, and Andrew has all his selections on a graphic for everybody, and we'll touch on them as we get through them. It's our last Ante-Post show before all the Christmas racing, and we are all back. I had a week off. I'm still alive. I wasn't in hospital this time.
No.
A few other people were. Lost the dog along the way. But sure. I actually want to say thanks to anybody that
poor Molly
messaged me. I obviously didn't realize how much I talk about Molly, or we talk about Molly on this show.
We just talk a lot.
And people from all over Scotland, England that just follow me or follow me on Twitter text and said, sorry to hear about the dog. That's actually very nice.
Did it warm your little cold heart?
It's just amazing how many people watch the podcast. I texted G this morning. I was in Paddy Powers, and a man, he must have been 70, maybe 80. How you doing? I went,
oh yeah, we got the blame for this as well, by the way. I don't know.
I'm okay. How are you? I'd say you backed that Gordon Elliott thing on the flat yesterday, did you? I went.
I did.
It's like, is he talking to me? It's like, that's definitely a bet that you'd do. I was like, I see it running already. Yeah, I see it running. Yeah. That's a Dave bet. What the fuck is going on here? And I swiftly left, but it's just a bit mad, really, isn't it? Different demographics.
I stopped listening after you said Paddy Power.
Yeah, well. Anyway, Ante-Post video number 8.
Do it. For the love of God, do it.
What?
What you... No.
Number... How am I going to do this? I start running down the fingers. You want... That was better?
That's better.
Number 8. I won't go around the room and ask for the selections because we're going to give them on the screen, and mine are coming up right now. Okay, so Mayor's Novice Hurdle, Di Sardinos, all over.
She's shorter than that now.
She's shorter. I think she's 92, 5-1 now. Very fast, as we've been saying all year. Stairs Hurdle, that's gone, unfortunately. Ryanair, I'm happy with Allaho when I put them up at 7-1. Might see him in the King George, and then all roads leads to 3 Ryanairs. Arkell, myself and Tom, same week. Facile, he's in there 5-2 now.
Still can't get over that.
Brown Advisory, Novices Chase, formerly the RSA. Same price for Sandor. I'd say he'll run up, but it's probably not good enough. I mean, for a handicap horse, then Chianto Classico. I like him a lot. I think Sean would be a fan also. And then myself and Tom also have Haka the Tabert, 10-1. I'll go first.
As always.
As always. I have tended to try and go for horses. I was just talking to Andrew about this, that I'm sure they're going for the races that they're going for.
Yes.
And again, I had a few I was debating about picking for. But one I'm going to take a chance on because it's a novice. Right, and he might go for the Ballymore or the Albert Bartlett, but he definitely won't go for the Supreme. He's too slow. He's formed tied in with Firefox.
Oh my God, you're being upsetting horse to me.
He has formed with another horse from Gordon Elliott's called No Time to Wait, who won a maiden hurdle. He's formed from another horse that was second today, Tucher's Glory. And I think he's going to run in the Ballymore, and I think he's the best Ballymore horse that Willie has, and it's Il Atlantique at 25-1 for the Ballymore. Same owner as Penn Hill and Energa Mene. Somehow he seems to only buy good horses. Talked up a lot last year in his bumpers. Patrick Mullins liked him a lot.
Retract that statement a bit.
Oh.
Who did he buy from France that we haven't seen yet?
I don't know.
Like that. Keep pushing on that.
Hang out the window.
I was going to say something really bad there.
No, don't go down that road.
I don't know.
A fabric that you hang out your window and earn to play every 20 years and something.
A flag?
Bunting.
Oh, well, sure. Look, Bunting, Sean is hoping that Bunting's good, but we haven't seen Bunting. We have at least seen Il Atlantique.
That's true.
And he's looked very good. The form of his maiden hurdle that he won, I think, is at Gordon, as being franked. He's over double the price of Firefox. I don't think there's a whole lot between him and Firefox. I'm pretty certain Firefox is a better horse and would beat Ballymore again. So I think Il Atlantique giving him a run over hurdles up to the 2 mile 5 trip at the Ballymore. I can just see it. I think he's too classy for the Alba Part. And he has a bit of speed.
Firefox?
No, Il Atlantique.
What are you putting him up for?
The Ballymore.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said the Bartlett. Sorry.
It's between him or Firefox, and he's over double the price of Firefox. So, and I don't think there's a lot between them. So each way, I'm going each way on this one, Tom.
Can we go each way?
Yeah, 25 to 1. Andrew, let's get your Ante-Post selections up, please.
Oh yeah, sorry. So I went. The first one was Facile Vega in the Turners. I still think this has a very good chance of happening. To me, he's a Turner's horse, even though he's very short for that. For the Arkle, I suppose it will all come down to the Dublin Racing Festival when he meets Marine National. But yeah, look, I'd be happy with that. Brown Advisory, Champ Kiley, he's injured. He's going back over hurdles when he comes back this season. Supreme Novice, Merger West, we haven't seen him yet. Put him up 12s. He's now 8 to 1. The talk is he's going to the maiden hurdle at Leopardstown over Christmas. Banbridge for the Ryanair, we haven't seen him yet, but the tank is still alive, so that hasn't a hope in hell of beating Allo. Stairs hurdle, Sir Gerhard. This is one that I'm quite happy I got in. He's after being heavily backed into 3 to 1 for the Christmas hurdle at Leopardstown on the 28th. So it looks like he might be going back. He's going back over hurdles, and if he wins that, he will not be getting anywhere near 20 to 1. Brown Advisory Novices Chase. I try and stay away fee in to replace Champ Kiley. It's working out so far. He's now into 5 to 1. And across country chase, conflated at 4 to 1. He's still 4 to 1. I think he's actually 7 to 2 now. On the back of Galvin, running disappointingly again around the cross country course at Cheltenham. He'll have a good chance if he turns up. Grade 1 horse. We've seen him in El Indo run really well on Friday at Cheltenham. So if he can translate that to cross country, he'll have a royal chance. Right. I'm going for the Ballymore as well. I was stuck between 2 Rob Core horses. And then I went through the 2 of them, and I happened to click on entries for one of them, see what they're entered up during around Christmas. And to my surprise and shock, that Slay Steel was not entered in the Lawlers and Ace. He's in fact entered in the Paddy Power Future Novice Hurdle over 2 miles at Leopardstown. And On Tubber is entered in the Lawlers and Ace. And my selection is On Tubber 33 to 1 for the Ballymore Novices Hurdle. To me, Slay Steel done nothing but stay when he won the other day. And he could easily step up and trip. I don't know why he's entered in 2 miles. But On Tubber, for me, he ran in the
Royal Bond.
He ran at the Royal Bond. He was third in the Royal Bond. He went off up around favoritism and that. Ran a very, very good race. Looked like he needs a step up and trip and would appreciate a step up and trip. This is a race Henry's used with Bob Ollinger before in the same connections before going on to the Ballymore. You've had the likes of M. Vial and Bob Ollinger, Champ Kiley, who've all won the Lords and Ace and gone on to run really well and win the Ballymore. To me, I couldn't believe he was 33 to 1. I was thinking when I was going through, it was like 10, 12s. He's going to be 12, 16s at most. But he's 33 to 1. There was a lot of talk of this horse when he won his point to mind. He missed last season. And I wanted to see him come out and see what he can do. Won his maiden hurdle very well, and then, as I mentioned, he went straight to the Royal Bond, a Grade 1, and ran really well to finish third. He's still green as grass, and I think once he he'll go here to the Lawlers and Ace. Look, the Ballymore is a massive competitive race, as they pointed out. Firefox and all them still there, Ballyburn and whatnot. I think this fella has a massive amount of improvement to come from. Step Up Trip is going to show that. And I just think 33 to 1 is a massive, massive price. Slay Steel is 10 to 1 for it. I think Slay Steel will go up on Trip. I think he's 3 miles is going to be the making of him, and I think they could do an Manila Indo on him and send him up to the Bartlett and then potentially Gold Cup, because he looks a really raw and exciting horse. But on Tubber, starting 2 miles, step up and Trip, I think he'll have a massive chance at Ballymore. And at 33 to 1, I think it's way too big.
On Tubber for Andrew. Tom, your Ante-Post selections so far. Talk us through them.
Let's have a look. Mascota, Mare's Chase. Somebody said about her going for the handicap again. Look, possibility. I think she showed the last day she wants further than 2 miles. So I'm going to whisper in her ear again next time I see her. Tell her up to 2
Give her a little rub this time. She might appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to whisper in the other ear this time and see what happens. But I don't think it's dead in the water just yet, but we'll see what happens. It doesn't look a certainty though. West Balboa for the Mare's Hurdle. I'd say that is dead in the water because it now looks like they're only going one place, and that's the Stayers, but we'll get to that shortly. Facile Vega for the Arco. Look, I put him up because of the price. We got the value. We've got Marine coming out now in the next couple of weeks. We'll have to see what he does, but it looks a fairly weak field behind that. So yeah, happy with that one. Affidale Fury, he obviously disappointed the last day, but I say his excuses. I haven't heard anything else. We'll just have to see how he goes. But again, I wouldn't write it off just yet unless he is out for the season, and we don't know. The next one is the gold one. National Hunt Chase Free Card Bragg 33 to 1. He's now into 10 to 1. I'm really, really keen on him for that. I can't believe he was 33 to 1 in the first place. That's kind of the
main. Well, Tom.
He got what?
He was confirmed to be going for that race, so on the right race.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. How could the Talbot? Andrew, you're robbing me. I put her up the week before, Dave. She was 14s. 14s.
My apologies.
Yeah, I'll keep you on your toes. How could the Talbot? Yeah, 14 to 1. Very keen on her. Into 10s now. And then this is the one for this week, lads. If you're going to have one Ante-Post bet this week, make it West Balboa. Somehow still 20 to 1 for the Stayers. She's going to run in the long walk next weekend. Take that 20s. I'm gonna be doing the shop runs, as they say. Siobhan will be asking if I'm out Christmas shopping. It's the only Christmas shopping I'll be doing this week is going into Paddy Bowers and backing her 20s for the Stayers.
And this week, no?
And this week. So it's difficult this week, okay? I've kind of got one in my back pocket that I felt I'm going to stick up, but it's probably going to get as much traction and as much abuse as Facile Vega did when I put that up. But I think Sean's kind of getting back on board. Me and him were very strong on his horse last year, and he's getting back there. He lost faith. He's just about getting back on. It's like the Man United fans with the Norwich scarves. They're kind of slowly putting them away. Then they'll get the Norwich scarves back out again, and then the red and white will come back out. But it's for me for the Supreme. His form got franked the other week by the second Caldwell Potter, winning very, very well. He is racing wrong. That's the one thing I would say. But I do think he is going to cop on with a bit more experience. He was very fresh. I think we'll see a different horse next time. It was a classic Irish maiden hurdle. There were 3 that had any kind of a chance. So Paul had to ride him up the pace. I think if you see him in a graded race now next, where he can drop him in, get him to drop the bridle and settle and relax, and show that turn of foot that he has, I think that'll show him a much more better effect. But still, to go Ascendant's not a bad horse. He's a 130 odd horse. He beat him well. Caldwell Potter has come out and won his maiden hurdle by 7 lengths. A 25 runner maiden hurdle at Navan by 7 lengths. The RPRs are very good. 141 they have. It's for me running to. And Caldwell Potter, they've seen him twice now and given him 137 and 139. So very, very keen on it for me once he learns to settle. We've gone through last year's form already. he got too wound up before the champion bumper, still ran an absolute blinder to only be beaten 5 lengths, and then he just, for want of a better phrase, he probably just pissed off with Jody, didn't he, in the Punchestown race. So I'm happy to put a line through those. I still think he's got a massive engine, and at the minute, and I know this is probably the same every year, but at the minute it looks a wide open Supreme. So yeah, I wouldn't rule him out.
Thoughts, David?
He won't. He doesn't have a hope in the Supreme, but he'll win a couple of races.
I think you're getting him in at the right time because he's going in that grade 1 at Christmas, and as you said, I'd love to see him hood on, put to sleep at the back of the field, and see if he's learned. If he pulls off again, it's Heartbreak City 2.0.
It's a case as well. What's gonna run against him in that race? Like, A Dream to Share is still favourite, but we haven't seen him. Jericho de Repenay is there based on hype because the form isn't that good. Mirazor West hasn't ran yet. Firefox, is that gonna come and run over 2 miles? Wilmont isn't gonna run. Ballyburn looks like he wants further. Daddy Long is a possibility, but I fancy his chances.
Okay, Sean, your selections so far.
Yeah, so we start off with Enola. That one hasn't gone too well. She blew out the first day. Giovinco, I still hold hope. I think 16-1 is still big. If he comes out and wins at Christmas time, yeah, you're talking that could be down to 12 or 10-1. Astro Diamond, she ran a nice race in the Hattons Grace, so come on a lot. Hopefully we see her over Christmas time. Tully Hill, he was shy. He was absolutely horrific the first day. You can put a line through him if he's not going to jump a hurdle. We're down to the captain now. I'd say Gaelic Warrior and the Turners. I think he's going to take a hell of a lot of beating in that race. And then we're down to Tellum, who hopefully we might see before Cheltenham. He's still in around the same price. And the Ballymore winner, Ballyburn.
Okay, and this week?
This week, I'm going back into a race that I've already put up a selection because I'm not too confident anymore. And I was blown away on Friday by a horse that you love, Dave. And it was Dos Sardinos. I'm going to put her up. She's 9-2. I absolutely loved that performance. You go back through the bumpers and it was there to be seen. She had plenty of speed, but my worry was the jumping. I just wanted to see her first, and she's done nothing but impress me. She's first day, we didn't learn much, but by God, did we learn a lot at Cheltenham. She absolutely digged up and beat a horse that beat a well-thought-of horse at Ascot of Nichols. So I think the form will stand up as well. I can see him probably going into graded company with the Geldens. But for me, it's having the track experience. She can jump. She's very fast, and that's what Brighter Days can't do at the moment is jump. And I think that's going to cost her. Also, I think it's key that they're looking back from Cheltenham. Brighter Days ahead will have to carry a £5 penalty for running and winning at Down Royal, where they're planning on not running her in graded races until Cheltenham. I think it's a clever move from Fergal O'Brien, and you'd probably see her in another maiden, maybe carrying the treble penalty she'll probably have now, 1-3 times. And I think that £5 penalty is going to be a big difference on the day, and I think she has a smashing chance. They can't go fast enough for her, which they're going to go off a million miles an hour on the Mayor's Novice Hurdle as they always do. She'll jump, she'll settle, and I definitely think she's quicker than Brighter Days ahead, so she'll come through hopefully and arrive at the last. Paddy Brennan has to press go.
He presses a lot of things.
He's
Press the buttons at the wrong
He's
time.
not quite the jockey he was, but I think the reason he didn't retire is because of this horse.
I was watching, just talking about Paddy Brennan. I was watching back. I was looking at races for the quiz that we're doing next, and I happened to go back and watch one of Q Car's races. The riding style he had then to now was just like chalk and cheese.
Yeah, he was very, very good back in the day. Imperial Commander.
He's not nearly falling out the back of the horse.
Yeah, he's not refined like he used to be, but I have a funny feeling he stayed around this season for Dos Sardinos and to get Fergal a big
I'd love Fergal.
try and get Fergal a big Cheltenham winner. And Sean is right. In the interview after, he all but said like this is one of the best horses they ever ridden, speed wise, and he said about that we're planning not going to grade race, even though she's probably a grade 1 horse, because it's only about the race at Cheltenham.
Good tactics.
It is, and the race actually will suit her. Sean touched on it. They'll go off like lunatics, and she is just going to be able to travel behind that. So,
be a good race.
She's unbelievably quick.
Be a good race. Can't wait.
Yeah. I like the Mayor's Novice now. I wasn't sure about it when I first came in, but I quite like it.
Terrible.
I quite like it. Okay, that brings us to the end of Ante-Post video number 8. Plenty of selections. Please do the usual, like and subscribe. Leave our selections down below. Loads of people are kind of playing along each week and probably have better selections than ours, but I actually think all 4 of us have done okay this year. We all have 1 or 2 horses we can be happy with. Sean has a good one there, Gaelic Warrior. I actually think Tom is a good one with West Balboa there for the stairs.
I really like
Shrikar Bragg is good as well. I just have a funny feeling he'll be like 1 or 2 of them other McNeil horse, just struggle to win. He'll always look like he's going to have a race in him, but he'll struggle to win. Andrew has a couple of good ones as well. I think Mirzor West he's going for that. The maiden that all the good horses go for.
It was getting a bit windy that fella wasn't coming out, and then I heard he's going to Maiden Hurdle on the 26th, and that probably tell you he's doing something right.
Yeah, so
I like the Sir Gerhard one. The Sir Gerhard one could be a peach come next Thursday.
Yeah, well, he should be running next week, so we should see him.
If not, what harm?
Okay.
We'll do this.
That's the end of this, and we're on to the Christmas quiz. Have a good one.